It's the one and only 5D attraction, and I'm back. In this video, I got to talk to the ladies. You know, the reality is a lot of you live too much in fantasy. We don't understand is that a woman that can deal with the truth is the most powerful, attractive woman in the game. A woman that deals with the truth about men, which is like 1%, that 1% of women that can deal with the truth and reality of men is a woman that will always have a man. You see, women are trying to battle reality with their fantasy. They're arguing rationality that men are giving them. Men are telling them this is how we are. And they're going, nah, that's not how y'all are. There's got to be some guy that's not like that. Do you understand how small minded and stupid that is? As men, we have to study women as they are in order to have an effect on them. We can't impose what we want women to be. The people who impose what they want women to be, that are like, oh no, this is how women are. This fantasy of how they see women when they were a kid and they had, those guys always fail. That's what the blue pill is. All the men that are projecting what they want women to be out there on people versus the way they are, all those men fail. They fail in relationships. And when they are in relationships, it's a slow death. Women, y'all it's the same thing, except even worse, because y'all project so hard and y'all do not want to accept reality. Y'all think there's this loophole of men that exists that are like just this perfect loophole type of guy, right? Oh, well, my friend's married. See, your friend is married, but you don't know the inside of their marriage. You only see the good stuff. You know, you don't know. And even if you do know some of the good, bad stuff, because of course your girlfriends are telling you when they get annoyed. But guess what? You don't know the inside of his mind. You don't know his true desires. You don't know how happy he is in that relationship. You don't know that he's freaking watching porn and freaking low key like wishing he could do other things. Or if he's not doing that, he's just a bitch, like trying to get all his sex from you all the time, just trying to do everything to keep you happy. But that's how it's supposed to be. No, it's not. That is not how it's supposed to be. It's not, a guy should not be doing everything to keep a woman happy. That is not the natural order of men. And that's the problem is y'all think that is. Because y'all are disconnected with evolutionary psychology, evolutionary biology. Y'all don't study anything. You don't study anything about men. And I know that. If you're watching this video as a woman, I am 95% sure, unless you're the 5%, and if you are, you probably would be watching this video because the women that follow me, I'm not gonna lie, y'all are very unique. I love y'all. Y'all are awesome. That 5%. But if you just stumbled on this video and you happen to make it 3 minutes, which I doubt most women would because they'd be triggered by now. If you happen to make it to this point in the video, I hope you understand that 95% of women, between 95 to 99% right now, I would say that, right? I say 95%. 95% of women, they don't study anything about men. They study facts that support what they want to know, right? They'll study facts about women. They'll study facts about domestic violence, abuse, but they don't study anything about what men want, the true nature of men. You know what I mean? They don't deal with that. Where women mess up, they don't do that. Like as men, we have to check ourselves. Oh man, you ain't, you ain't got no game, bro. You should have did this, should have did that. With women, they don't do that. You be like, oh, you should have did this. They'll be like, well, no, because blah, and then they get triggered. See, the problem is y'all get triggered so much that it cuts off your ability to learn more information. The minute you get triggered, you allowed your ego to stop you and block more information coming in. So at that point, that's like retardation. You're staying in the same mental state. You do not want to evolve your mental state. You do not want to hear more perspectives, right? You want to stick with your perspective. The small, little, tiny, little shitty piece of perspective that you're one person in your one little bubble of life and your little girlfriends and whoever you listen to on YouTube that like reiterates whatever you think. You're in your own little algorithm, right? Because that's where that's where they want everybody in their own little bubble of ignorance, right? And now you don't even realize you just created your own jail. You just created your own cage. And now you're sitting here talking about you want a man and men ain't this and men need to step up. And while you're doing all of this, you don't even realize that you created this complete cage to block yourself in. And I see so many women with these expectations, but wondering why they're single. And they never took the time to go, well, I wonder what men like. Let me tell you, if you are struggling when it comes to men in any capacity, and if you did not think at all to pick up a book or to learn anything about men, right? And I don't want to be too mean here, but I hope you understand. You're an asshole in that regard. You are a asshole. And don't get me wrong, this is not personal. And I know you're triggered already, so it's okay. It's okay. I'm trying to talk to somebody who's gonna look beyond being triggered, because that's how I know that spiritually and mentally, like, you're ready for this. You are a asshole because you just expect to want something and you don't even take the time to research what you want. It's like you want to buy this car and you didn't research anything about the car. You just expect the car of your dreams to pull up on you and just be out front of your driveway. You didn't study how to get it. You didn't study the parts. You didn't study the maintenance. You know what I mean? You didn't study anything about this car, but you're mad because the car didn't pop up on your driveway. That's how women go about their expectations with men. You know nothing about what men want. You know nothing about evolutionary psychology, biology. You know nothing about the law of gender, which is a universal law that explains masculine and feminine energy. You know nothing about yin and yang, right? But you just expect a guy. You're just winging everything. You just expect a guy to show up, and then you have the nerve to have resentment that they didn't just pop up and do everything perfect. And you say, where are the real men at? Are there real men anymore? I mean, what is a real man? You didn't even do the research to know what a real man is. You just have this idea of a fantasy from a romance book or some fake shit you're seeing on TV, which is only giving you one side. And that's your idea. I need a God-fearing man. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? I want a God-fearing man. Okay, so he's a God-fearing man. So what, because he goes to church? See, that's why, and this is the last thing I'm going to say because I don't want to go on forever. That's why women get hoodwinked. Y'all get played all the time. Y'all cut out guys that keep it real with y'all because they trigger y'all and they don't say what you want to hear. And then you go after guys and you fall hook, line, and sinker for guys that give you the fantasy you desire, not realizing that they're giving you the fantasy you desire so that they can have sex with you. But in your mind, you're going, well, I'm not that easy just because we're having a good night. And he's going to go ahead and give you 2 dates, 3 dates, whatever you need until you go, you know what, I think he really likes me. I'm going to let him do what he does because, I'm going to have, you're going to go ahead and get with him because you're like, he's doing everything I imagined. And then as soon as it happens, he's gone. Or you're going to start seeing the real self of him. And he's going to be like, all right, you're going to start seeing that he's an asshole just like all the other guys. But in your mind, you're so caught on the perception and the fantasy that you could just get played. Look, men lie to y'all because it works. Men don't tell the truth because they think it doesn't work, because lying has been working for them, even though they don't realize it only works temporarily. It only works for a short period of time. That's why I'm a proponent of always keeping it 100. Don't lie about nothing. Tell the truth, because y'all have to respect that. Every woman I ever dealt with respected me because I told the truth. Anytime I lied, they didn't respect me. And when I say I lie, I'm talking about little things, just any little thing. Y'all are so sharp and perceptive. Y'all catch any lie. Like, there's no to the men out there watching this, there's no point of lying to a woman. You're an idiot. Like, there's no point of lying to a woman. And why are you lying to a woman? It's weak. It's just weak. Like, what's she gonna do? Does she matter that much that you have to lie to her? Because you notice y'all don't lie. The women don't lie. Women just tell you whatever they think. You know why? Because y'all have more cockiness, more abundance when it comes to your mentality. But that doesn't save y'all. Y'all just have an abundance of sexual options. But guess what? Y'all not looking for sex. Y'all only looking for sex when you ovulating, right? Outside of that little ovulation period, that's not the main focus. But for men are, in terms of our sexual drive, we're not only ovulating, we're past what y'all feel when y'all are ovulating. We're past that. And a lot of us are dealing with that every day, right? So see, y'all don't know that. Y'all don't step into our world. So how come men are dogs? Y'all really think that when guys tell you the truth of how men are, you think it's like men are lying to you or something? Like men are just like, nah, that's just how that guy is. Like, I'm gonna just leave it like this, man. Stop being stupid. And if you're a woman that's smart, I know you see the stupid women around you. You can't not see it. They are everywhere. I mean, I wake up every day, and if I talk to any woman on the street at all about a relationship, they all have the same perspective. This is a mind virus. And if you study the works of people like Mark Passio, people who like talked about how this is an agenda. Like there are Satanists out there and low vibrational groups out there that have pushed out these ideologies for women to follow so that they go against men, to create separation and to stop the birth rate and to stop families from staying together, because families are powerful. The more families that you have, the more powerful bonds and communities you build. You notice the Black community deals with, a high level of single parent households, and people have the nerve to think that that's by chance. You just think because people are Black, they just don't know how to do it. Like, you're retarded. This is systemic. Okay, this is systemic. All right, this has been strategically pushed since the 40s, 50s, and 60s, 70s, 80s, and now we're seeing, the flowers grow. Not the flowers, the weeds grow from what was planted years ago. Okay, and now nobody can keep anybody. Now nobody can build a family. And if you do build a family, you know what I mean, you're like very rare. And then just because you built a family don't mean that y'all gonna stay together. Because of the fantasy, that women are stuck in. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna leave it just like this. You're either gonna hang on to your little fantasy, you're gonna hang on to your fantasy, and you're gonna just hang on to your loneliness, and you're just gonna get more and more lonely and bitter, and you're not gonna have any answers. Right? That's one side. Or you're gonna accept the bitter truth, right? And just like men have the red pill and the blue pill, this is the red pill and the blue pill to the woman. You're either going to be a blue pill woman and take this philosophy that all these stupid girls out here are pushing, the same narrative. Y'all all have the same perspective. It's no uniqueness. It's no ingenuity. It's just this lazy, goofy, meme virus. Like, it's like this virus. Every woman just says the same thing. Oh, I am the table. Oh, men should do that. Oh, I think. Oh, just all this. Just y'all all say the same thing, but y'all think y'all are so different, and y'all like, I'm different than them. Y'all don't even realize. Anytime you say, "Oh, I'm different than those girls," all girls say they're different than the girls. So when you literally said that I'm different, in my mind, I'm like, okay. Now I know she's just like all of them because they all think they're different. Like all y'all think y'all different. All y'all think y'all high value. All y'all think y'all. Everyone says that. What's unique is when a girl says, you know what, I like to learn different. I like to learn stuff about, guys and what makes them tick, Say that and watch how unique you actually are to a man. That's really unique. Yeah, I actually read this book about male nature, but now you're really unique. But guess what? Y'all don't do that. And most of y'all won't. Okay. Most women operate from a Satanist mentality. And men, same with men. But most women, the man that women want, this high value male by any means necessary, you don't care how he got the money. Most, it's just materialism. That's Satanism. Satanism is essentially worshiping material. Y'all are worshiping materialism. You know what I mean? The looks, the money, the status. Oh, and he has to be a good person. See, you're too late. That's like the fourth priority. When really it should be the first one. So I'm done. I don't feel bad for you all at all. Y'all are just gonna be more and more single until you actually take the time to study what men are about, because you have to realize there's a whole other species that makes up 50% damn near of other people, and they just happen to have different aspects than you. And it would probably make sense to study the only other group that lives in the world with you. To me, it's just common sense to go, oh, if I want to get married and have kids and a family, maybe I should study with the counterpart that I have to have kids with, what they are on. No, but y'all just expect men to be women, even though y'all have completely different physiologies, completely different physical makeup, but you just expect them to be like you. It's intellectual laziness, and because of that, you're going to continue to fail. It's the one only 5B Transformations. And it's the one only five, the attraction. Make sure to check out my dating and relationship course called Base. Make sure to join my Pyramidian program. It's $50 a month for all my courses, including my dating program and all my other stuff. And I'll see you all in the next video, man. Make sure to like, subscribe. Peace.